Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sonia and you're watching Domestic Diva DIY. Today I am so excited because I am bringing you my repurposed collab, DIY collab, and what it is I have invited a whole bunch of very talented ladies to join me in this collab, and we are to take an old DIY that we've created and we no longer like, or we don't find use for it, and recreate something new. So recycle an old to create something new. So without further ado, let's get started. So I will be repurposing this truck that I had purchased back at Valentine's Day. Did a little DIY that I wasn't all that happy about, but I loved anything trucks, and I thought, well, I could probably figure something out to do for fall with this. So I came up with something and I hope it works. So this is the truck. I will be cutting off the hearts, and I've already tried to see how hard it would be with just an X-Acto knife, and it has worked. And I will pop these off, which I already did here with the knife, and then I'm going to repaint it. And then I also want to add these pumpkins to it. So I'm going to get started with the work. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to plug my hot glue gun in, because while I'm removing stuff and painting, it has time to heat up. I would like to thank everybody that has joined me in on this collab. I love reusing materials instead of just throwing them out. I think it's a great way to recycle things. And I often will ask people around if anybody would use it in their decor or anything like that. And then if nobody wants it, then I know I can redo it and try and find a way to reuse it. That's why I had come up with this collab. This is the second time I am hosting it. There we go. So that's off. I'm just going to get a little piece of sandpaper just to sand that off, or I can even actually just use this. Just to smooth it out. So there, that's much better. And now I'm going to, like I said, pop these off. And I'm going to just take off as much as I can here, because I really don't want the heart to show that there was a heart here. So I'm just doing a little cut, just a gentle cut, to remove some of this paper, but I don't want to go into the black part of the circle. So I think that's pretty good. I might take a sander and just sand that up. And then just to show you how I did this, I don't want to use anything that's too thick because I don't want it to create a dent, but I don't want to break my knife either. Gonna go grab some sandpaper. And all I'm doing is just trying to smooth out smooth it out so it's not too bumpy. And that's perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to paint it, and to paint it I'm using my Annie Sloan Duck Egg Blue paint, and I'm going to need to add a bit of water to it. I'm just really trying to use up whatever I have left of this paint, so every time you see me using it I'm adding a little bit of paint, but it's fine for the little projects that I'm doing, and I absolutely love this paint. And because it's chalk paint, it should give me a really good coverage. And it does look like one coat will be enough. And I was contemplating about making a sign with this truck, but I made a sign with a red truck last year, which I can link down below, and so I thought I'd give you something different. And one can only have so many signs, and I'm already planning on creating a different kind of sign. Okay, so that's done. Now I'm going to paint the middle with some white paint. Okay, so that's good. And while this is drying, I'm going to remove the pumpkins off of this sign, kind of the same way as I removed the hearts off the wheel. I'm feeling this one might be a little bit harder. And it came off a little bit, and I'm contemplating whether I should remove the sticker and paint it myself, or if I should just, because I find that it's a little bright. Maybe I'll paint it actually. Let's see how that works out. Maybe I can have a couple different colors of the pumpkins, but I'm gonna try and remove this as nicely as possible, because maybe if it doesn't work, the painting doesn't work out, maybe I'd want to glue it back on. Just thinking ahead. But I'm struggling a bit here. To work out either, but I'm just gonna have to make sure I paint it well. Alright, so I'm just going to mark off by looking at this one how it went, and just try and follow kind of along. Going to make these lines a little bit darker. Okay, and now I'm going to start with painting, and I think I'm going to do a couple different colored pumpkins. Okay, so that's one, and I'm going to paint one of them in this blue. And then the last one, I'm going to do an orange, but I'm just going to use this board, and I'm going to mix a little bit of orange with just a touch of white, just to soften up the orange. Need a little bit more white. And I'm going to just paint the stems, and I'm going to do the same thing with the stems as I did with the orange paint, because it's a little bit, the brown is a little bit too brown for me, I guess would be the right term. Too dark. So I just want to soften it up with a little bit of white. I don't know about you guys, but I find painting so relaxing. Okay, so that's done, and I think that looks much better than it did before. So I'm going to take it now, and I'm going to wait for that to dry a little bit more. But what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take a brush and some of the brown paint that I have left over, and just dip my, so what I'm doing is I just dip my brush and then taking as much off as possible, and I'm going to kind of make it a little bit antique, the truck, by dry brushing in some areas with this brown paint. So I think this turned out really cute. The truck is nice and rustic. I think I'm just going to add a bit onto the wheels, because I'm finding that they're a little bit too white. There we go. That's pretty good. And now I'm going to glue my painted pumpkins. I think I'm going to glue them something like this, just sticking out. I'm going to add my hot glue. It keeps
bouncing back. I tip and it keeps bouncing back, but I think this is pretty good. I'm just debating whether I should lighten up this up. No, I'm just going to leave it. I think it looks good the way it is.
So I would like to thank everyone that joined in this collab. Make sure you check out the playlist that will be linked down below to get all the great inspiration for this DIY repurposing. And if you are stopping by my channel for very first time, I would love it if you considered pressing that subscribe button and a notification bell. I host tons of different collabs as well as challenges, and I post lots of different DIYs, and right now we are full swing into fall and there are so many fall DIYs coming your way, so make sure that notification bell is turned on. So, and like I said before, make sure you check out the playlist, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. So until next time, hope you guys have a great day.